Mr. Fernandez, this is a small tutorial for the quiz and assessment for today of heading, measurements, and distances. You're going to go to your Google Classroom, and in the Google Classroom, let's take, for example, the black class. Here, you're going to go to Classwork, and in Classwork, you go to Maps. Once you are there, you have the assessment here. There are two parts of the assessment. The first part, please complete and submit the exercise with numbers and coordinates. It's here. You click on that one, and it's a pretty simple one. There is a chart with 64 numbers and a compass. So basically, they said that there are like 10 exercises. 8, 9, and 10 are extra credit. They always start in one number. Let's say starting 37. And then they tell you where to move. For example, move 1 square north. That will be 29. Move 2 squares west. That will be 1, 2. That will be 27. Move 1 square northwest. That will be 18. And then you record the number. So basically, it's an assessment about how to use the compass and the cardinal directions on a gridded square with numbers like this. You have all these exercises to complete. You record your final answer on that line. That's one. The second one is something that we practice in class. You don't have to go to any place to download any KML file. I found a way to make it simple. You click on the link and the project opens. And we practice this on class. So you have it already done and it's exactly the same. The project is open already here. You can read the instructions. You're going to have 8 points. You only have to do 5. They are all in miles. Anything else is extra credit. I'm going to do the example one, okay? But it's exactly the same. I'm going to do the example. Double click in that one. And then it brings you to an X there. And you have here the direction and the distance. So what I'm going to do is take the ruler. We know that, double check that you don't have, you can put always exploration, remember, for places, and clean. You're going to use that later. Okay, so I'm going to use the ruler. Double check that you're in 2D, which means perpendicular. This is 3D. You don't want to be like that because you cannot measure. You want to be 2D. So I'm going to click this one, which put it to the north. So not in the X, but at the base, you do one click and you do double click. With that, you drop a line. I'm going to check that I'm in miles. Perfect. And then once I have to drop the line, I'm going to use my protractor. Protractor is here. Do not close this window. Protractor is here. How? Because it's in extensions. And then you click on that one, and now you have the protractor. We said that you have to double check in the protractor that the 0 is on the top. Sometimes your protractor comes like this, isn't it? Which is not good. So you check these numbers. You can check it there. Right now it's 60. And when you do it, you go to the X, move this one, move the protractor to 0. There it goes. 0 is matching the north. And then you're all set. Put the green here. And now you move the blue and measure. You can see that it's measuring the bottom. You have to find out which one makes sense. If I put here, it's 270. That is measuring the bottom. Double checking. Yep, it's 90. So that's measuring. The number at the bottom is the one that measures here. Put it here. And I go to my distance and my project. Recent searches. My project is here. Projects. There it goes. My example says direction 276. So I'm going to go back here. And the direction is going to be 276. 276.9. That's not bad. 276.5. So I'm going to leave it there 1 second. And then they asked me for 117 miles. 100 and approximately there. But I'm going to double check my direction if I'm right or not. So I'm going to put it at the dot there. Perfect. So I'm just kind of off. I gotta overlap the yellow with the blue, and at the same time do 117.48, 170. That's not bad. See, I can record that. That's perfect. So then when you do that, you don't need the protractor. I can eliminate it. And I'm going to try to zoom at the end of my line. Whatever I see at the end of my line, I record it. I can activate exploration to see more labels or everything. So it gives me more ideas of where I am. And then I can record that. So then I can do 3D just to see it better. That's the end of my line here. Okay, I'm close to a rotary and lake and 7 Lakes Drive. So, and I'm in New York, United States. You know, you can zoom out to see in which country you are. So 2D. So 7 Lakes Drive next to a pond and a rotary. So you go back here and in your point here, you record which point you're doing. Point number 1, 2, 3, you record it here because I don't know which number out of the 8 you're going to do, isn't it? You need only 5. So then you record the country here, and then what is there, you record it there, and you should be all set.